And we're going to read the lineages here. We got God, Adam, Seth. So read it backwards so we can see some names here. Starting with the Most High. The 38th verse. Luke 3 and 38.
Luke 3 and 38.
Now you got to read it backwards here because it's linking up backwards up to Christ. Read the Most High. It says the Most High. Who's the next name after the Most High?
Adam.
Who's after Adam?
Seth.
Okay, I need you to go up to Abraham so we can get to where we are in Matthew. I need you to go to 34.
Abraham.
Who's after Abraham?
Isaac.
Who's after Isaac?
Jacob.
Jacob, right? Now let's see if we can get to David real quick. Go to the 32nd verse.
Verse 32.
What man you have there?
Naasson.
No, the 32nd verse, what name you have?
Jesse.
Jesse. Who's after Jesse?
Obed.
No, who's after Jesse?
David.
Oh, going up, okay. Jesse. David.
Who's after David?
Nathan.
And so as you can see, Nathan is the son in the book of Luke after David. And Solomon is the son in Matthew after David. But who was the king? Solomon. Solomon sat on his throne. So the lineage is not through Luke or Mary's lineage. The kingship came through whose lineage? Joseph's. So the promise didn't go to Nathan. It went to Solomon. It went to Solomon. This is Nathan's lineage. Mary came out of Nathan. The kingship was through Solomon, Joseph's lineage. So the promise wasn't to Nathan. The promise came down through Solomon. Y'all see that? Now I'm going to show you the deception of the Roman Catholic Church. In the beginning, when evil began to reign on the earth, right before the flood, when the Most High put the Spirit on Enoch and Noah to go and get some evil in the earth, something happened. Genesis the 6th chapter and the 1st verse tell us that when men begin to multiply on the earth, daughters was born unto them. And the sons of God took the daughters of men because they seen that the women were fair. Angels came down and slept with women and bare Nephilim, and there were giants in the land. Because of this wickedness, the Most High had to flood the earth, or these hybrid beings would have consumed mankind. Now, it was evil for anything celestial, which are angels, to come down and deal with people. Why? Because what's in the spirit world is eternal. There's no need for them to reprocreate or have children because they don't die. People must have children to keep their name or lineage going. So that was an evil sin. So what they're trying to say to the Catholic Church, because we know those same fallen angels the Catholic Church is worshiping right now. So what they're saying, the God that punished the angels for coming down dealing with women is now dealing with the woman to bring forth his son Jesus. The same thing the Most High punished those before the flood for, they claiming in the Catholic Church he's doing now. That now it's God dealing with a woman and bringing forth a child. Why? Because that's who they follow, fallen angels. That's part of their worship. Okay? Now, I'm going to prove to you beyond any shadow of a doubt in the New Testament that Christ had to be born like us in order to be our Savior. Go to Hebrews, the 2nd chapter. Hebrews 2 and 15 on down.
Hebrews 2 and 15.
Christ didn't have a wife. Don't believe the Da Vinci Code. Go ahead and read.
Hebrews 2 and 15. And deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage.
Go ahead.
For verily, he took on him not the nature of angels.
Read it again.
For verily, he took not on him the nature of angels.
Christ did not take on the nature of angels. Read, but the what?
But he took on him the seed of Abraham.
So that kills that argument. He didn't take on the spirit of an angel. He didn't come no celestial way, but the seed of Abraham, for those who want to know how Christ was born in the earth. Read on. Wherefore.
Verse 17. Wherefore, in all things.
No, in some things.
In all things.
In all things, read.
It behooved him.
It behooved him to be what?
To be made like unto his brother.
He had to be made just like you. It behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. Why? Read.
That he might be a merciful and faithful high priest.
So that he can be a high priest. Read.
In all things.
In all things, read.
Pertaining to the Most High.
Pertaining to the Most High. Read.
To make reconciliation for the sins of the people.
He had to come in a regular flesh to make reconciliation for us. Read. Why?
Verse 18. For in that he himself hath suffered being tempted.
He had to come in the flesh to show you that he can overcome temptation just like you overcome temptation. If he came a certain type of way, you would use him as an excuse to stay the way you are.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's Jesus Christ. He came through God and angel immaculate. No one can do that.
Exactly.
But he came under the same laws of physics that we're under, so that we're without excuse. So we can say, well, he was attracted to women. It was women he was attracted to, but he still held himself. If he can overcome them things, then you know what? I can do it. But if he came a different way, you can always use him as an excuse. Well, that's Jesus. Read it again.
Verse 18. For in that he himself hath suffered being tempted, he is able to secure them that are tempted.
He's able to secure them that are tempted. Read.
Sit on that.
Y'all see that? So him coming like us is not a bad thing. That show you that